Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Today we're gonna be working on a deck that is fairly... It's not new, but it's an older deck that's always been on the fringes, but never seemed to just make it into the meta. But I think this deck might have a chance to shine somewhat in the current meta. We're going to be looking at Zilean Nasus. Now, like I said, it's an older deck. Pretty much been around since Zilean and Nasus have been in the game. Never really saw a lot of traction because the one Nasus deck that actually became good was Thresh Nasus, and it was just better than anything else Nasus could do. Zilean Nasus is more of a control style deck. And the reason I want to do Zilean Nasus is for two reasons. One, Minimorph's not that popular. Sure, Vengeance is a little popular, but at least you can respond to Vengeance with counter spells and Atrocity. Two, Go Hard is fairly good in the meta. It's pretty decent into a lot of decks, and of course this is a Go Hard deck. So, let's go actually look at the deck, because there's a lot of ways you can build this deck in my opinion. Let's go look at the build I'll be looking at today. Okay, welcome to the deck. Pretty cool deck we got here today. I'll say this right away, pretty greedy, but I like greed, and that's why I like the deck. So if you don't know what the deck is trying to do, we're kind of a control deck here. We got a lot of value. We try to stall and just win with a big Nasus or a Commander Ladros. Those are basically our two win cons. We can just win with a level 2 Zilean as well. That's very hard to get going, but with all the card draw we have, it's not unlikely to actually level up a Zilean and win with all the value he gives us. Besides that, though, it's pretty much just a big Nasus or a Ladros Atrocity or something else that is how we're going to win. And like I said earlier, without Minimorph, I think Nasus and, to a lesser extent, Ladros are pretty good in the meta. And we've already seen that a bit with Ladros in certain decks. We were already seeing Ladros before in other decks, even when Minimorph was seeing more play than it was this set, or this season, this patch, whatever you want to call it. And now Minimorph is even less popular, so maybe we can even play Nasus again. I don't think Thresh Nasus is a good idea, but I do think a more control-y version of Nasus might have a chance. A couple of cards that are not in this deck that you might be wondering about. The Treasure Seeker is not in this deck. I am not really a fan of the Treasure Seeker in this deck. If you want more early game, Treasure Seeker is probably the next best thing, but I think between the Sentinels as our early game and Fading Icon, a couple of them, we have enough early game. We don't need Treasure Seekers. The Waking Sands is nice and all, but I just don't like it. I'd rather just have more draw, more late game, more greed. Rampaging Bakai is another card that some people like to put in this deck. I think it's just not good enough. I think it's pretty bad. And since I'm not playing anything like Shapestone, I don't like it because it is a playability, so your opponent does have a priority window to respond to it before it actually strikes, so they could freeze it, they could buff their own unit, they could just kill the Bakai in response. There's a lot of things that could go wrong, and that's why I don't like it. But yeah, lots and lots of card draw here. You could add more AoE, but honestly, there's not that many things you can add. I guess also I should mention Merciless Hunter. We also don't play Merciless Hunter. That's probably a big one that people think that should be played in this deck. I do like this card. I just am cutting it completely from the deck to add other random cards that I like Rite of Callings, a little extra AoE in the form of another box, etc. Ladros. But yeah, there are definitely cards you can cut in here for Merciless Hunters or something. Some of the card draw is definitely cuttable. Sand Seers are definitely cuttable too for more glimpses, just removal. Quicksand even is a possibility. Rite of the Arcane's also a possibility. I just like the list I have here right now. And let's go through the cards one by one so I can explain why each card is in the deck. First off, Rite of Calling. We're playing Fading Icon, so I want something to do with the Prey. Sure, we have Glimpses. But I like Rite of Calling. It activates Slay for our Sentinels and Nasus, and it just helps us find Nasus in the later game. Sure, it could hit Zilean, but that's just a thing you hope that doesn't happen unless you really want Zilean, in which case you want it. It's still just a nice card as a one-of. I don't like to play more than one of this card, but I think it's a pretty solid card. 3 Burgeoning Sentinels. This is our only 1-drop in the deck, trying its best to do just a nice little beatdown, plus trying to clog up the board and get some nice trades. I think a go hard deck should play Sentinels. I don't know if I would necessarily play 3 Burgeoning, 3 Buru. A lot of time I like to cut the 3rd Buru Sentinel for other things. But I think because we're a go hard deck, Slay, spell-based Slay deck, whatever you want to call it, we should play all the Sentinels we can. 3 go hards. You could definitely get greedy and cut 1. I think you should play all 3 though, because there are some matchups where go hard is insanely good. Ari Kennen and Spiders, for example. So I like all 3 at the moment. 2 Fading Icons, pretty much just here as a little extra early game. The Prey is nice too because of Glimpse and Rights, and it's also just a decent blocker. There aren't that many ways to give Overwhelm or just Overwhelm units in the meta, so Prey can actually chump very, very nicely in the meta. 2 Glimpses. I'll be honest with you, initially I started with lots more Glimpses with all 3 and no Sandseers. Then I thought to myself, if I play Preservarium and then I put in a couple more landmarks, which we put in catalogs here, and then I hit a Zilean, putting time bombs in the deck, that's what? Between the 3 Preservariums and 2 catalogs and then 4 time bombs from Zilean, and assuming you don't draw a single landmark by turn 5, that's 9 landmarks in the deck for Sandseer. So I'm trying out Sandseer instead of all the Glimpses, but you could definitely cut the Sandseers for more Glimpses and other things like Quicksands. 3 Preservarium. This card is probably the best card draw in this deck. You could probably like cut this and play more Glimpses depending on what you like. I like Preservarium a little more than Glimpse at the moment. But yeah, it's personal preference, really. Also, I just like 3 Preservarium because we're playing Sandseer as well. 3 Vile Feast. We're Shadow Isles. We're a control deck. Of course, we'll play 3 Vile Feast. Just really, really good. Able to kill our own units if we need them to. Kill our opponent's units. Giving us Spiders. Just an overall great card. 3 Zilean. Like I said earlier, puts in some time bombs for our Sandseers. A leveled up Zilean can become a win con on his own. And the time bombs are just really, really annoying for certain decks, like Ari Kennen. 3 Buru Sentinels. This and the Burgeoning Sentinel, if they get activated, can put in a lot of damage very, very quickly. And thanks to Atrocity, and I guess Nasus and Ladros and even the time bombs, we can actually get a nice cheeky win, because a Buru Sentinel, when he's active, is a 5/4, which is a decent Atrocity target. So we're playing all 3 of them. 2 catalogs. This is something I'm not too sure of. We're pretty much just playing this because I wanted to play Sandseer and see how Sandseer feels in this deck. And I couldn't think of a different landmark because I don't think there's a better landmark. Like, I don't really want Ancient Preparation, and Inner Sanctum's not that great for this deck, and that's pretty much it. Like, I don't want Emperor's Deus, and none of the other landmarks are pretty exciting to me. So we're playing 2 catalogs. You could probably take out like 1 catalog for maybe an Ancient Preparation, though, if you feel like 2 is a little too greedy, but I like 2 at the moment because I really like this card. This card is just one of my favorite cards in the game at the moment. 1 Right. This is another card you could definitely add another one of. I think 2 Rights is just too many. It also comes down to what you see in the meta. I don't really see too much Field of Rush, so I only like 1 Right at the moment. But if you see a lot of Field of Rush, you could go up to 2, maybe even 3. I think 3 is a little too much. But I think 1 is the minimum, and 2 is good if you see certain decks. 2 boxes. I just really want to beat Ari Kennen. Also pretty nice against Spider aggro. Does have the ability to just brick those. There are some matchups where your opponent will just not play that many units on 1 turn because they'll be afraid of the box, in fact. And then your box will just sit in hand while you're trying to get a lot of value. Just take the value, really, in all honesty, is the way I say it with box. If you see a good amount of value, just take it. 2 Sandseers. I've been going from 1 to 2 to 3 to 0 with this card. I have no idea how many I want or if I even want to play Sandseer. I just like the possibility of drawing multiple cards off of this, so I play it. And I have drawn multiple cards. I've drawn 2 cards. My record so far is 3 cards off of 1 Sandseer, but I draw 2 cards a decent amount of time with because of Zilean. So yeah, I like Sandseer. Only 2 though, but this is definitely a card you could cut for other things, but I like it. Also, like Buru Sentinel, it's a fairly sizable body, so it's okay to Atrocity as well. And the Fearsome, while by turn 5, Fearsome doesn't matter that much, Fearsome does help a little bit. 2 Whales, pretty much our life gain here. This is a card you could definitely run as 3 of if you just want more healing. I'm not the biggest fan of Whale at the moment because Scouts is getting popular, and that means Ranger's Resolve is getting popular. You could try Withering Mist as well, but I still like Whale because it's really good against other decks that are not Scouts, like Ari Cannon. 3 Nasus. We're a Nasus deck. Not much to talk about here. We're going to play 3 because this guy is basically a win con. There is not really another champ we would play. 3 Vengeance. Card's been buffed. I like it. If I have the opportunity to play a Shadow Isles control deck, I usually play at least 2, usually 3 Vengeances. Card's nuts. Especially against certain decks, it just auto-wins games. 1 Atrocity, 1 Ladros. Ladros is basically the backup win con in case we don't find Nasus or they deal with Nasus easily. And Atrocity because, well, we're a Nasus deck. I feel like it's you're obligated to play at least 1 Atrocity as a Nasus deck. I don't like 2 Atrocities at the moment, but you could definitely go up to 2. I just feel like 2 is a little too greedy. And similar to Rite of Negation, it can be a very dead draw in certain matchups and even just at certain points in your matches. Like, you might just draw 1 early, and that's just a dead draw early. But I still think you should play at least 1. But yeah, that is the deck. No Kindreds. You might say, like, what about Kindred? Why not take out Zilean for Kindred? I kind of just like the Time Bombs better. Time Bomb's just so good against Ari Cannon. Kindred, I don't know. I like Kindred. It just feels like outside of a region that can protect Kindred well, I just don't like Kindred. Like, sure, there's PNZ, Shadow Isles, Kindred removal piles, but those are really weak to Vengeance decks. I think if you want to play Kindred Viego with Ionia is the best Kindred deck. And besides Kindred, there isn't really another champ we would consider playing. I mean, there is Thresh, of course, but we would completely change up the deck if we wanted to play Thresh. So that's pretty much the deck. Like I said, there's a lot of cards in here that could be included and removed. Lots of stuff to change around, but this is the current list I like. So let's go and test it on the ladder. Why not? Okay. A Fizz Lulu deck. This is a very, very annoying deck for us. There's a couple of variants of Fizz Lulu, but they're mostly just a Yordle and Arms deck. I'm just going to keep a Go Hard. I just want to find Sentinels and Praise here. 2 Go Hards is fine. So pretty good draw. I'm going to pass here, see if they play a Fizz. If they do play the Fizz, I will definitely try to Go Hard. I definitely think they have a Poro Cannon if they're doing this play. I don't care. This is even better. Like, this basically forces them to Poro Cannon if they didn't have the Poro Cannon. And if they have another one, we can play Sentinel Box or Sentinel Go Hard here. This might just be another Sentinel Go Hard here anyway. This matchup, I want to get a fairly fast pack your bags, so I can pack your bags and clear a board, like a fairly sizable board before they play Yordle Arms. So I'm not even going to go hard here, though. I want to have Box for the next turn so I can box Lulu. That's a very annoying, that'd be a very annoying turn. We'll just pass, or we'll just open attack here to pass. If they play Mayor, I might box Mayor. If they pass, I'm very happy to pass, too. A Whale is pretty solid here.
Follow me. I know where I'm going.
That's a problem. That's a very big problem, in fact. I really don't like this play. but I think I have to do this. But yeah, I think I have to kill this. I hate this play, but I think I have to do it. It feels so bad to waste a box on a captain, but I have to kill captain. Captain is one of the key cards in that deck. That's honestly fine. I'll just glimpse in response to... give me some cards. I really needed something here, though. My hand is not that good. This is a good example of why I don't like too many rights. It just feels like it's floundering a bit here. Nasus is growing a bit. Will be, what, a 5/5 after that? Yeah, that's fine. I'll obviously just attack in for 2 here. That's my second go hard now, I believe. So... we have, what, 5 go hards in the deck now? Thankfully, we're keeping their board low. This is just what I want to do. I'll start with the Sentinel. Try and bluff a box here or something. Well, they just played another captain. That's kind of annoying.
Sends her blessing.
Yeah, we just gotta go. We don't have much we can do here. Double captain's just very, very strong. It's a little bit of a annoying start here. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. We don't have much we can do. We're in trouble. Yordle Arms, Horo Cannon. Yeah, this is why I wanted to kill that Yordle captain. Because this is not good. And Yordle Arms. Yup. I hate it. But I have to counter it. I have to destroy. I need these. I think I need these. I wish I had a Vile Feast or something here. This would be so good if I had a Vile Feast. I'm just going to play this too. But yeah, like, we're out of value here. Really bad. But this deck's really, really fast. They had double Yordle Captain. We had no Zileans, which is what I kind of needed. And a second way to deal with the Yordle Captain. I'm in a lot of trouble here. Don't really think I'm going to win this game, though, because this Yordle Captain's just pulling so much weight for them. I mean, I've got no mana here. They have no mana. They're just saying the best attack they can get here. That's fine. I hate this play, but I think I'll do this so I can open up with a whale. I'm not going to like this, but I think I have to do it. Unless I draw Go Hard. If I draw Go Hard, that's better. That's a lot better if I draw Go Hard. Sandseer. I never draw a Zilean, so that Sandseer is kind of weak, but whatever. We'll just do this. Also, they haven't played a single Lulu yet. That's fine. I hate it, but it's fine. A Mecha Yordle? Okay. Okay. We can deal with a Mecha Yordle. It's not the worst. I really want to draw, like, a Vile Feast here. If I can draw a Vile Feast here, that's so annoying. Okay, am I dead? 4, 8, 10. I'm taking 10 here. That's so big. Okay, so I can, like, Vile Feast, catalog, get another Vile Feast. This is great, in fact. If they pass priority, if they, like, play a unit, I can Vile Feast the 4-1. Yeah, this is good, this is good. That's from the Professor Von Mech. I might just play this Nasus, depending on what they do next. I might need to. I might just need the units. I think it would be bait to play Nasus, so I'm going to just pass here. They might get greedy and not attack. Well, we're going to have to play Nasus. If I don't die. Yeah, I have to play Nasus here. So they drew 2 Yordle Captain and 2 Yordle in Arms. That's pretty good. That's really, really good there, opponent. So I go to 4. Yeah, this is kind of rough, and I couldn't even develop my catalog. Yeah, I'm not really seeing how I can stop this. That whale is so useful, though. I'm just going to play the Sandseer, though. A Glimpse. Glimpse is whatever. I could have wailed and then attacked with Nasus to try and level him up. Don't really like that play. We'll just pass again. It's going to be tough here. Going to be real tough. That's fine. Oh boy. Okay. Is this enough? Yes. Because they put Nasus first, this is actually enough. If they made a misplay here, they should have put Nasus, like, challenge Nasus as the last unit. Because now, because of this, I will kill a 3-1. Nasus levels, shrinking everything. This is huge. Now, here's the problem. My opponent's deck plays 3 Get Exciteds. That's kind of a problem, I know. Maybe they don't have it. They also have Mystic Shots. They also have Mystic Shots. But maybe we'll be lucky. Or maybe they'll just kill me now. Let's see if they have it. They don't have it. That's huge for me. Okay. I might have this because of that misplay. And I have the Atrocity. That's nuts. I think I actually have won this game somehow. Wow, from a telescope? Ooh. That's actually not enough. Yeah, so we win. Maybe. I'm going to just start with a whale here. Nothing special. I don't want to go hard, or I don't want to Atrocity just yet. It's fine. It's small. Yep, these are small. It's okay. Okay, so they have no card, or 1 card left in hand that I don't know of. Even if it's Get Excited, they can't stop this. GG, opponent. Somehow, I won. Crazy. Okay, okay. Deck I did a video on recently, Senna Karma. I don't think I can beat this matchup. It's going to be a tough matchup. I'm just going to keep Catalog, and that's it. I'm not even going to keep Vengeance here. But yeah, this is going to be a very, very difficult matchup. I think my win is going to be with a Ladros or a very big Nasus and a lot of value. We have a good hand. This is a very, very strong hand, but I'm not seeing a win here. Zilean's very strong in this matchup, I think. So I like what I've got so far. This one's a little interesting. I think I'll start with a Sentinel. I want to bluff, what's it called? Glimpse. So I'll play it a little slow with our Zilean too. This deck does play Ruination sometimes, so I want to be very careful of Ruination. And Go Hard. Or not Go Hard, Box. They also play Go Hard too, of course. So yeah, we're just gonna play probably Sentinel here. Wish I had a Vile Feast or a Go Hard myself. But yeah, a fast Go Hard, pack your bags, thanks to Catalog, will be great. Box isn't bad here, so we'll just send this in. See if they do anything. Nice. Nice 4 damage there. Catalog. Okay, we'll just mirror it. That's pretty much better for them, in all honesty, than it is for me, but it's whatever. So my next turn might just be like Preservarium, Sentinel, Zilean is what I'm looking at here. Go hard time. Yep. This is a problem. So we probably lost. They had a catalog to match our catalog. They're going to get a very fast go hard, or very fast pack your bags because of that. And if they get a fast pack your bags, we're not really winning this game. If they play Senna, I'm fine with that. So we'll start with this.
I did say I wanted to see the world.
That's fine. We'll start with Zilean here. Time Bomb? Sandseer. I'll take the Sandseer, though. Another go hard. Yep. Looks like they're setting up a whale. I'm going to do this now before they can ping again after my Sentinel goes down to 1. This also does give me another box, which is cute, but I feel like they're just setting up a Ruination here, but I get a lot of damage. That's all I need. Maybe they're setting up a whale. Could be a whale, actually. Maybe a Vile Feast on my Sentinel. Another go hard. Yeah, as I was saying, early go hards plus catalog is going to be tough to beat. And another go hard? No, a Vile Feast. Surprised they casted the Vile Feast instead of waiting for their turn to guarantee another go hard. But whatever. Fine with that. I'm actually going to play Sandseer here. It's another fearsome unit. It kind of is hard for them to block fearsomes. Whale's not useful in this matchup.
Looks like I'm ready.
I wasn't really expecting them to be playing that card, but okay.
What are you?
I wasn't really expecting Fey Folk at all. I was like, between Withering Whales, Go Hards, Vile Feast, and Catalog, they should have more than enough life gain. Kind of got punished there a bit, but it's fine, it's fine. It's less fine now. Okay, I wasn't expecting Deep Meditation. Oh my, the value. Well, they didn't cast 2 spells this turn, so they're not going to be able to cast a 3-mana Deep Meditation. They'll have a 5-mana Deep Meditation from Catalog. Oh boy. I mean, it's looking bad, but this is not a deck we were prepared for. Like, honestly, while it does look bad, we were not really, when this deck was being created, we were not expecting to run into Karma decks. So, even if we lose, it's fine. A Time Bomb's a great draw. Like, that's an insanely good draw, in fact. So, Pack Your Bags is 5, I believe, and they still have to cast another Go Hard, so they have to use 6 mana for that. We'll just start with a Time Bomb. Makes it awkward for them. Go Hard's pretty sweet here. Gonna wipe me. Yep. That's fine. Kind of to be expected. So, good news. Their deck has a lot of Go Hards in it. Bad news. We're kind of out of stuff. That does help. And then we'll just play the icon. This makes like a Vile Feast slash Go Hard awkward. Alright. Pretty good there. So I know they have a Go Hard, so I'm just going to open attack. There's not really anything else I want to do besides this. Vile Feast. Withering Whale. Withering Whale. Yep. We're just getting thrashed completely right now. And I still have to deal with Karma. Like, that's the problem. Karma is still coming. I guess the good news is the Go Hard in their hand. Wow, double Catalog. That's some greed. Well, streamer, you play double Catalog too. Yeah, but like, I'm not also playing Karma. Alright, well, I get a lot of cards here. Another, oh, of course. Of course I got my other Catalog. Yeah, we're gonna lose this game, I think.
Let's make some of our own.
We'll just play this. See what they do. See if they want to deny this. Cool. No deny. I too have double Catalog opponent. Just wailing. Yeah, that's the Catalog card, just wailing for health. Sure, 5 mana, gain 3, it's whatever. Okay. Kind of just looking for... Okay, okay, he's not bad.
Can a spirit fight to the death? Thinking I'll learn soon.
I know they have darkness. I'm basically just trying to get them to play darkness on this. Okay. We are going to kill that. Or attempt to kill that.
Whatever the cost.
So they know I have this. I assume that means they have Rekindler? I don't know why they just did that. Why did you... You knew I was going to get a Vengeance opponent. Okay. Maybe they have Mist Call? They're just playing Mist Call randomly in the deck? Another Time Bomb. I'll take the Sandseer instead, though.
Now, when am I?
Darkness on this? Yep, that's fine.
What?
So they'll get 2 Darknesses here. Okay. Kind of wish they had played a unit so I could go hard it, but whatever. Okay. Wow. They're playing Karma, 2 catalogs minimum, and a Ladros. I can see why you played Tasty Feyfolk. Your deck's super greedy. It's very top heavy, to put it in other words. Just play Sandseer, I guess. Nice. We actually got a draw 2. Pretty nice.
Every step brings me closer to deliverance.
Okay. We'll probably go hard this. Start with a Time Bomb. See what I get here. Just wondering where my Nasus is, actually, at the moment. So we'll start with this. Kind of upset I haven't drawn a single Nasus. I know I'm shoving in some go hards now and Time Bombs, but still. Not even one Nasus. Just play this too. No Vile Feast or anything. Fine. Fine, or go hard. It's kind of surprising. Oh, there he is. Interesting. Ruination's scary. I'd be very surprised if they're also playing Ruination, but I feel like they probably have to play Ruination with how greedy their deck is. Whale is fine. I'll just Glimpse now. I want to find a right, like my counter spell. Oh, hey, there it is. And a Buru Sentinel. Cool. Okay. Deep Meditation for 5 mana. A little scary, but sure. Is that a Vile Feast? It's a go hard. Okay. A little painful. I'm gonna do this. This is gonna seem a little weird, but I think I like this play. Yeah, I think I'll pass here. 2 glimpses is nice now. Like, I'm basically trying to bait them into pinging my Zilean so I can glimpse in response. If they play Ladros, that's actually insanely good for me, because then I can set up Nasus. Go hard. That's a yikes. Pack your bags. Deep Meditation. Wait, is that 3 Deep Meditations? My god, your deck is greedy. 3 Deep Meditations, 2 catalogs, a Ladros, and Karma on top of all that? Okay, Pod. No... Can I deal with Pod? I can, actually. Okay. Got exactly 11 mana and Atrocity Rite of Negation. Let's see if that's enough. I think this is going to be the last turn. If I don't kill him this turn, I think I just lose the game. That's a really big draw. That gives me a nice backup plan. Concussive Palm. Kind of hate it, but sure. Any bag packing here, opponent? I could kill my own Zilean with my ping if I need to. Pack your bags. Sure, I'll let it go through. And then start with this. They don't have a way to deal face damage for 3 mana. I mostly just want the 1/1 here. And I'm going to whale this. I probably should have whaled instead of Vile Feasting now that I think about it. Yeah, but I like Vile Feasting as well in case it gives it to me so I can Vile Feast my own unit. And then Vile Feast the Spider and bring this up to 14 and then I can Atrocity. Like, that's a pretty cute play. Okay. I'll do this as a way to respond. Basically just using this to pass priority. I'm gonna let that one go through. And I think I'll play Ladros. Another go hard. Sure. And I'll just Ladros this. And now it puts them into a really scary position. Okay, I'm fine with them countering that in all honesty. Sure. So this sets up a pack your bags next turn, so we'll let that go through. And then we'll Vile Feast this. Kind of hate this play because it means I can't have Counterspell Magic and Atrocity up here, but this is pretty scary, like, for them. Like, those are go hards almost definitely. See how well this does. They never use their Concussive Palms from the catalogs. Do they have more, though? Maybe some Vengeances? Vengeance? If it's double Vengeance. Vengeance Palm. We're just gonna do this. We get to see the power of Right just countering multiple spells. Pretty good. You can't stop this. Unless you have Steel Tempest. But no one plays Steel Tempest. So, GG. You can't out-heal this. I've got a ping here if it matters. Easy game. Somehow I won against that greed pile. That's crazy.
Patience and fortitude outlast all things.
Okay, welcome back to the deck. We did a lot better than I thought I would. I think both of those games I was actually doubting myself and I thought I would lose. We went against what did we go against, actually? We went against Senna Karma. I'm trying to remember what game 1 was. I actually can't remember now. Oh, man. Oh, we went against Fizz. Fizz Lulu. We went against a Fizz Lulu player who actually had won the game, but they attacked in the wrong order because they put Nasus up front with the Flame Chompers. So, you know, Nasus leveled up and shrunk their board. So we shouldn't have won that first game, but thankfully my opponent made a mistake. And I think my opponent was actually a high-ranked player too, which goes to show even high-ranked players make mistakes. So yeah, actually won a couple of games. Game 2 even got to see the nice double draw from Sandseer. And I feel like game 2 really showed off why I like Sandseer a bit. It's a fairly sizable body. Sometimes the draw 2 is just insane. Like drawing 1, just being a fairly big shadow assassin and switching elusive for fearsome, and sure, fearsome's worse than elusive, is fine enough. Like a 5-mana 5/4 fearsome that just said 5-mana 5/4 fearsome, draw a card when it's summoned, would be almost playable. And Sandseer is not really that playable in the meta, but it's almost there. I feel like it's almost there. It feels good. Like if it draws 2, if you can get it to consistently draw 2, it feels really good. We also got to see like why I like Catalog of Regrets. It really helps me against other Shadow Isle control decks. If I was playing a more mid-range version with Merciless Hunter, we probably would not have won the second game against Senna Karma. But yeah, we got to see a lot of what this deck is trying to do. Both games, we had Nasus come out doing his thing. We saw our right do a lot of work. So a lot of good stuff from both games, and got to show off exactly why I like this deck. I'd love to hear your opinion on this deck too. This is the Nasus decks are just a deck that's a lot of people seem to enjoy and just like, and we haven't seen a Nasus deck in a while. So I'm sure some of you probably have some opinions on how to build this deck. I'd love to hear your opinions on what kind of cards should probably be taken out, what kind of cards should be added. And if you guys just enjoyed the video in general, I'd love it if you could leave a like or a comment down below. Always helps me out. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye!